My name is Arrol. I own the company Geek Inventory, where we deal with nostalgic retro sort of products, and from that we expanded into retro events. So we're also organizers of the retro event. I've always been collecting since I was a kid. You watch a TV show or a movie and you want to collect something from it. But yeah, a lot of people nowadays, they'll just collect everything. Like, oh, I gotta finish this collection. But I find that when they do that, they get bored after that, because now what's left? You've collected everything, then often sell all of it. Yeah. So my advice is stick to stuff you love and stuff that's nostalgic. Don't try and collect everything.
What did your family see when you began collecting, and what do they think now?
Oh, first when I was a kid, they liked it. But when they saw me doing it as like a 20-year-old, not so much, and they really pushed me to get out of it. Their hope was that once I got married, my wife would stop me from collecting. But yeah, it was the opposite. My wife really encouraged it, because she's a collector as well. So yeah, and now it's a business, and so now they're really happy. If it wasn't for the business, honestly, I wouldn't have much in the collection. And it's through the business that we can get all these really cool deals, meet so many people, and it's how we built our own personal collection.
What was the reason you began Retro Event?
I'd been to a lot of other sort of toy fairs before, and they're nice, but I felt like it's missing out. They're only focusing on the adults, not the kids. They always say, oh, kids can come, but when kids came to these, it's like they got bored ASAP. And from the beginning, we were like, we gotta make this fun for the kids, because if they stay, the parents stay as well, and then everyone has a good time.
How much preparation goes into organizing an event of this size?
Oh, so much, bro. People don't realize how much work it is. I have a team of 20 people that help me through this.
The first event began after several major lockdowns at the height of COVID. How did this affect you?
Oh, big time. We canceled about 3 events because of the lockdowns, but they really pushed it back. All it did was delay it. It was always going to happen. We were never going to not do it. So all it did was delay it.
Do you think that COVID has limited your growth?
I don't think so. I think we kind of have data on this as well. COVID actually helped grow it. When COVID happened, what happened? People stayed home, they got bored, then they started purchasing stuff like this. And one of the things that they bought, nostalgic items. And sales for anything nostalgic just skyrocketed. And I think it got people hyped for events like this. So actually COVID helped.
When did you start your business? Like what?
Oh, I don't have a business.
No,
not a business. No. This is just pure hoarding.
Okay.
And it is nostalgic. So a lot of my toys and stuff are from the 80s. My brother used to have a lot of the toys, but I wasn't allowed them because I was a girl. And so now it's just gone overboard. I have money that I can spend on stuff that I can't afford, and that's how I got into toys.
Why do you chase nostalgia? Like why?
Why do I do it? Because I have 2 little boys. And I don't want them playing with half the rubbish that's distributed nowadays through stores. I want them playing with Lego. I want them playing with Master of the Universe. I want them knowing the classic toys. And so my kids play Pac-Man and Tetris, all the good games, because those games were good to us. They'll be good to my kids. I don't want them playing shoot 'em up games at 5 and 8. So it's good, and it keeps the mind sharp, I think. It is all community, yeah. The people are cool. We're all old, and we admit it. And it's not embarrassing to say that we're into toys and gaming and the clothing that came out in the 90s, and it's a whole movement, and we wouldn't have too much in common with each other than that.
Comic-Con in Australia is massive, and even you see the one in San Diego where people are like camping out 2 weeks before they open the gates and stuff. That goes mad. And then but then Armageddon is obviously smaller than that, and then you could almost say that the retro event is maybe another slight step down from that. But I think that I'd say the retro event is better because it's when things start getting too big, they get too commercial and they get too impersonal. That's what I feel. So I think that when you've got a small sort of something smaller that's starting to take off, that I think it's more close knit and it's more genuine.